Yo, peace, love, and light to everyone. This is AD, aka Adrian X Mayat, aka Efi Dari. We appreciate everybody for tuning in today. And today we're going to be talking about masculine women versus feminine women. And I want to play some videos and then I will lay out 3 points that make women masculine, although there are more, but these are the top three that resonated with me. And then also, I will lay out 3 points that make women feminine, although there are other qualities as well. So, before we actually do that, I want to light up some libations and then we can get started. Okay. Ashe, 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 ashe. Ashe, 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 ashe. I had to open up that door to get rid of any type of negative energy. But I'm glad everybody's tuning in. Today we're gonna again be talking about masculine women versus feminine women. And I just want to get straight into it. Cause as y'all can see, on my previous video, I had to get at this guy because we had this debate and uh he wanted to take it there as far as slander me and stuff like that. But we here, it's a new day. I want to lay out the groundwork for masculine women versus feminine women. And I'm going to actually play this video right here and then we're going to get into it. And then once we play this video, then I'm going to lay out the information. Now, also, too, I want to say this. Now, if you go on my Facebook page, 304s in the soft girl era, you're going to see a woman that is the chameleon and the performative feminine woman that we all see like or pretend to be feminine in order to win men over. So we're gonna actually see her. This is Mel King's or Melanie King's video that we're gonna be watching. So this is I'm gonna point it out. You'll see. Watch this. So
Men are intimidated by women who display traditionally masculine traits or who have masculine energy because that quote unquote energy makes them question their own sexuality.
so you hear that woman? She pretty much is saying that men are gay for not wanting a feminine woman. Now we understand, like I laid out in my video, in the misconceptions of femininity. You can go check that out on my Adrian X Mayat Instagram. You can go check that out. Let me put that up right now. You can go on my Instagram and actually check out what I said and what groundwork I laid out on that topic. But this woman has the nerve this to call us gay or to make it seem like men we have to question our own, or we're questioning our own sexuality just because we want a soft woman. So this is the type of woman that you need to avoid, man. Let's go. Let's keep the video playing.
The whole feminine and masculine energy thing, it's just rooted in homophobia.
You see what I'm saying? These are the women that we have to look out for because and by the way, we're gonna get better equipment because I know going back and forth, but my laptop isn't the best when it comes to share screening. That's a side note. But anyway, just being transparent with y'all because I'm very transparent. But these women will call us gay or say we're feminine or effeminized because we don't want a masculine woman. Okay, so let's continue.
Majority of women who peddle this nonsense about feminine energy, they're just pick-me's. They're women who place male validation and male approval above all.
And this woman at the bottom, that's Melanie King right there. This woman right here was a stripper her husband ended up divorcing her because of a lot of the stuff that she was doing. And they had kids together. Originally, she made a YouTube channel for the kids. So she is the woman that actually had surgeries and stuff like that. And she later went on to the mediocre tutorials channel, and she was drunk and dancing on him. But this is the woman that tries to give men advice, and she tries to get ladies advice as well, but she has cultivated a male audience viewership because of how she looks. This is the chameleon that I was talking about in my video on Facebook, the 304s and chameleons in the soft girl era. This is the woman right here that is pretending to be a soft girl, but she's really not a soft girl. She'll spit out the manosphere's talking points or red pill talking points, but at the same time, she exudes masculinity behind the scenes. She was dancing all over mediocre tutorials and twerking in this video. Y'all can go look that up on your own, but she's acting like a pick me. This is a pick me, like, as this is when I say a pick me, she's a pick me trying to get off the market, but she still acts masculine. She still wants to have this 304 tendencies and act like she's a feminine woman just because she looks good. So she does reaction videos and stuff like that. Her and Samantha Lee do the same thing. This is Samantha Lee is the other light skinned woman that divorced Tyrese, and she does the same thing. They both got divorced, and well, the difference between Melanie, her husband divorced her, but Samantha divorced Tyrese and took all of his money. I've already laid that out for Samantha Lee once you go check out my video on Facebook. But anyway, let's get back to it.
All else. And the men who push it, well, they're just men who aren't secure in their own sexuality or really in anything.
So that's what we're talking about when we talk about women that have this type of mentality. The Priscillas and the Queen Makers and things of that sort. Those are the type of women that you want to avoid, because these women, they exude masculinity. So let me lay out, before we get to the next video, the next couple of videos, I want to lay out the 3 points that make women masculine. So the first point is the masculine women that confuse their sexual market value with their marriage market value. Now, just because you have a lot of men chasing after you does not mean that you are hold on, let me close my door, guys. All right. So just because you have a lot of men at your feet as far as your sexual market value does not mean that you doesn't mean that your marriage market value is up. So just because people are attracted to you because you post a lot of thirst traps on videos or photos and videos with your boobs out, or you twerking or dressing in provocative attire, and you got 1,000 likes on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, that does not mean that you are marriage material. That only further proves men's point that you are 304 and you're acting masculine, because any woman that is feminine, she's going to be more conservative in her attire. You get what I'm saying? So just because you have that, just because you think you got a lot of men coming after you, lusting after you, does not mean that you are the prototype of woman that, or ideal woman that men want. You get what I'm saying? Marriage market value is young women, women that are feminine, women that are cooperative, women that listen to their men. They don't mind listen to their men. They respect their men and they are loyal to their men. So those are masculine women that do that. So if fellas, pretty much what I'm saying is, if she confuses her sexual market value with her marriage market value, that means she is masculine. Okay, that means she is masculine. So number two, this also means she's masculine. If she says that she wants to be in an open relationship or she wants to be in a polyandry relationship. Now, I want to make this disclaimer. Anybody that wants to, have an open relationship or have a poly relationship, that's on you. But most masculine men don't want an open relationship or a polyandrous relationship. Men that want open relationships are either effeminate, weak, submissive, and just they don't have no dignity. They don't have no dignity. Excuse me. And the men that want to be in polyandry relationships are usually they're pretty much. Let me say this: these women, whether they want open relationships or polyandry relationships, these women prefer to do whatever they want in those relationships because they have the woman king energy. Now, do y'all remember me talking about Queen Nzinga and how she had 80 husbands or 80 boyfriends in her palace, or more than that? Legend has it. These women have this type of spirit amongst them. I call it the woman king energy. I'm the one that coined that term. The Queen Nzinga effect. So they desire to have as many men as possible to do at their leisure, to do whatever they want for them. Okay. And they prey upon weak men. Okay. And they will take a submissive man regardless if he's a provider or not. So you can have a man in the household, ladies, but y'all know if y'all run the show or not, if he has the money or not. So just because a man provides for you doesn't mean that he is the ideal man for you, because y'all mistakenly think that just because he provides, he's the man. That's not the only principles that make up masculinity or makes up a man. What makes up a man is not just providing. And also, I want to say this: lacking money does not necessarily mean being poor. So if he's very resourceful, and that also includes him providing, and that doesn't have anything to do with money. So just because he provides financially, that does not mean he's a man. He could be a submissive provider. Okay, so that doesn't mean that. All right, so ladies don't know what y'all really don't know what y'all talking about when it comes to what a real man is. That y'all idea of a man is not logical, and it's not something that men should follow. Okay, so this man has to be a provider, protector, provisionist, and procreator in order to be that ideal man for you. Okay, that's what a man is. Okay, and he's in his masculine frame. Okay, so that's what a man is. And I want to say, I want to throw this out there too while we're at it. Most most men, y'all have to look out for the women that are in these professions. Okay, the lawyers. I've already laid this out when I was talking to Nisi J. Lawyers, CEOs, flight attendant. Well, I said the CEOs and lawyers. I didn't lay out these other ones. These other ones y'all about to just hear now. Flight attendants, hairstylists, dental assistants, nurses, police officers, and military women. These women, and baby mamas too, and baby mamas as well. These women have focused on their career so much that they have it in their mind that they don't need a man. Ideally, they don't need a man. They have this is their idea of what a relationship is. I don't need a man, but I want a man. I don't need a man, but I want a man. And that's a dangerous way of thinking because you're pretty much at her disposal, at her disposal at any time. She can decide to leave you at any point in time because she has it in her mind that I don't want a man, or I don't need a man, but I want a man. And I want to read you guys something from Sister Saraza Ali's book, okay? Which brings me to my next point about masculine women. All right. All right. So the masculine woman is the single mother that promotes masculinity to their daughters. Okay, and I'm going to read you guys something from the Sister Sharaza Ali's book, The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. All right, so just to give y'all this idea, okay, she says, I'm going to read from 8 till 9, not the whole page from 8 to 9, but y'all going to get the idea. All right. Up to and during teendom, the black mother is rearing. She's particularly talking about black mothers, but this can apply to other races too. All right. So just because I'm saying black don't mean that I'm just talking about black women. I'm talking about other races of women. I'm talking about women that have Americanized thinking, westernized women. This also applies to them, and goes that goes across all racial lines. Okay. So up to and during teendom, the black mother in rearing the black daughter must explain sex to her and get her ready to meet the world, which she realizes will evolve in some way around the opposite sex, the black man. Her advice, whether accepted or not, is given from her personal point of view and as a result of her own experiences with the black man. The same advice she herself took and used throughout the entire or throughout the lifetime of the black girl she passes on, excuse me. Her instructions after she explains the anatomy part may go something like this. This is what she tells, this is what the single mother pushes on, or she don't necessarily have to be the single mother. She can be the mother in the household that runs the relationship. So she can have a submissive man in the household and she can still be telling her daughter this behind her man's back. So she can be married. Let's not get this twisted. She can be married to a man and she can still be telling this to her daughter. If the man is not a strong man, ain't no way she's going to be telling this to her daughter because uh they have the parental roles are going to be even. You know, the man is going to be able to give her advice as well about dating and relationships, and so will the mother. Okay, because ideally that's what you want to do, not just one gender telling the other daughter or son about relationships and leaving them out of it. So assume that either she's a single mother or she's a married woman or in a relationship with the man, but saying this behind the man's back, programming the daughter behind the man's back to do how she wants her to live, to pass on the same generational curse to the daughter. Okay. All right. So this is what she says. This is 10 things she tells them. Okay. Get a good education so you can get a good job and take care of yourself so you won't have to count on no man. Make your own money so you can be your own boss. Okay. You can't trust them, so be careful. Okay. This is what she tells her daughters. All men want is to get in your pants. Okay. So let's go back to that first one. Get a good education so you can get a good job and take care of yourself so you won't have to count on no man. Make your own money so you can be your own boss. So this is what I was laying out to Niecy J in the interview when I was talking to her. I was saying that the women will the feminism ideology is to go to school, get an education, and get a career rather than have a family and leave a man behind. So this is what Sister Shiraza Ali is saying. This is a black woman saying this. Okay, y'all do that before y'all say, "Oh, I want to have a family" and all that good stuff. Y'all rather be the boss chick. Okay, the boss chick is like I said before. She's the one that says, "I don't need a man. I just want a man," and she can just leave your ass anytime. She can leave. It don't matter if you're a good man. She'll leave your ass in a heartbeat, okay? You know you can't trust them, so be careful. So she's automatically making y'all be like to have some sort of disdain towards men, okay? Because she's saying you know you can't trust them. Okay, so this is not just black women doing this. These are all types of women: Asian, white women, westernized women, Europeanized women that reside in the Western Hemisphere think like this. Okay, all women want, all men want is to get in your pants. Even men with pure intentions want to have sex with you. Okay, okay, all right. I hope so. Let me say that again because I know my internet was buffering. So what I was saying was, she says that all men want is to get in your pants. Men with pure intentions want to still sleep with you, ladies. Just because a man wants to have sex with you does not mean his intentions are not pure. Men are just a man wants to have sex. So what? That doesn't mean that why y'all want to shame a man for wanting to have sex. A man is a good man and still can want to have sex with you. That does not mean anything. That he wants to, it is meant for a man to procreate and to reproduce with a woman that he finds attractive. Okay. Especially if he sees you as a virtuous woman. Now, if y'all just agreeing to have sex for fun and stuff like that, or if a man is trying to use you for sex, then that's different. That's a whole different conversation. If a man's just trying to use you for sex, and he's playing this cat and mouse game, dangling his finances at you to get naked and to sleep with you. That's different versus a man that said he's sexually attracted to you and he wants to have sex. That's nothing wrong with that. Okay, you can't shame a man for wanting to have sex because men with pure intention still want to have sex. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, play the field for a while, find out what you want. So this is what single mothers encourage, or mothers with men that would meek or weak men in the household tell their daughters to do. They tell them to date multiple men and play the field, play the game with these guys, and see what you can get out of or get from these guys, and play the field until you are satisfied, until you're ready to settle down. So this is already being masculine. Okay, ladies, y'all think y'all can do what men can do. Men can do that, and I know that sounds like a double standard, but that's just what it is. Y'all cannot be going out here just having sex, going out on dates. Even if you're not having sex with all these men, you still exude 304 tendencies. You should not be giving your energy and your time and your attention to a man that you're not really interested in. Okay? Stop wasting his time. Stop wasting your own time. Only focus on the man, which you really should be just dating one at a time. If you ask me, two maybe at the most, but I still say one is that best number. One man, y'all know, y'all ladies know if y'all like a man or not, and if he's worthy of going on a date and stuff. Well, some of y'all are bad at choosing, so I won't. I'll say half and half. Some of y'all are bad in choosing, and some of y'all are very good with y'all intuition, and y'all know how to fill a man out and say, give that man a chance and allow him to date you. Some of y'all don't, though. Some of us need to go back to arranged marriages and dating, like I said when I was interviewing with Nisi J. So going back with that, to the next one, don't just believe what he tells you. Check him out. Okay, there ain't nothing wrong with that. If you want to just, get a feel for a man and see how he is, and just see if he keeps his word. If a man is about action, he's gonna show you rather than tell you. So I don't see nothing wrong with that. Okay, all right. Don't let him get you pregnant. Okay, so if y'all in a marriage, that's different. It's nothing wrong with allowing a man to get you pregnant. Now, if she's saying that and y'all just dating, that's true. You should not want a man that just gets you pregnant and then you be like, y'all, if it don't work out, you stuck with the baby, either as a single mom or y'all just co-parenting. Okay? You can't tell a man all your business. Now, if you're keeping secrets in a relationship, and you want the man to be transparent with you on everything, no, you can't do that. If a man is, if a man is completely vulnerable with you, ladies, you have to also make it your job to be very vulnerable with the man. That's a part of being feminine, being vulnerable. If a man is because like I told y'all before, like when I was talking about the misconceptions of femininity on my Instagram, when y'all look at men, y'all want us to be emotionally available. So if a man particularly exudes his feminine energy and is expressive to you and he's letting his guard down, that's hard. That's hard for a masculine man to do. So if a masculine man if he does that to you, it should come easier for you as an authentic feminine woman to let your guard down to your man. If you're withholding secrets and all that stuff from him, nah, you're an actress at best, and you deserve an Oscar. You know what I'm saying? Round of applause. Thank you for acting. Okay, and hopefully that man is very intuitive and he can see through you. That's why it's up to men to get in tune with himself as well. You have to get in tune with both your masculine and your feminine energy, but of course you exude more masculine than your feminine. But when it's time to tap into your feminine side, man, you know when to do it. It's a time and a place for everything. Okay, don't let these red pill guys and these guys in the manosphere to say, "Oh man, you just got to be masculine all 100%." It's a time and a place for everything, guys. If you're masculine in everything you do, just every single you just 100% masculine and no feminine, that's unpure consciousness. Okay, it's you have to have some femininity, and men exude that sometime when we express ourselves. That's big. That's the femininity coming out of us. Okay, Tupac, Malcolm X knew when to be feminine, when it was time to nurture his daughters and stuff. Yes, we see Malcolm X in his feminine or masculine frame, but he also knew when to be nurturing to his daughters, which is a feminine trait. Okay, so you have to learn how to be balanced in both. Of course, men lean towards their masculine side. I'm not saying men don't lean into your masculine side. You want to have that more, but you definitely don't want to just be like, you just don't want to say you're 100% masculine, or you don't want to say you're 100% feminine. You want to say you're about 80% masculine and then 20% feminine, or 70% masculine, 30% feminine, something like in that ballpark. Okay, or even 90% masculine and 10% feminine, stuff, something like that, if you want to put numbers on it. Okay, and the same applies to the ladies. You want to be 80% feminine and 20% masculine, or you want to be 70% feminine and 30% masculine, or 90% feminine and 10% masculine. That's how it should be. That's how that scale should be weighed out. Y'all should be on the man side, it should be anywhere between 70 to 90% masculinity. On the women's side, it should be 70 to 90% femininity. Okay, leaving room, leg room for the other energies that you have to exert out when the time is necessary. Okay, so don't listen to these guys online, because all they doing is red pill raging. Okay, that's all they're doing. They're not giving out conducive information. All right, it's a time and a place for everything. All right, so having said that, let's go to the next one. Make him do something for you. Don't spend all your time with him for nothing. So basically what you're saying is, if there's no money, there's no honey. That's what you're telling your daughter. You're telling her to be an escort indirectly, ladies, when you tell your daughter this information. When you say make him do something for you, don't spend all your time with him for nothing. So he has to pay for your time like a prostitute. So we not doing that. If you don't like that man based off of the content of his character, then leave that man alone. Okay? Stop trying to date a man just because he got certain things. You know, you need to judge this man based off the content of his character, as I was explaining in the interview with Niecy J. I know I keep bringing that up all the time, but I want y'all to check that out too. We had a good dialogue in that video. All right. Part 1 and part 2. All right, so let's go to the next one. Get with the one who's got the most money, and the rules go on and on. See what I'm saying? So that goes, that 9 and 10 or go hand in hand. So y'all focus on the man's finances, and anytime you're focused on a man's finances, that's going to be a recipe for disaster. You should not just be paying attention to a man that leaves with his wallet. If a man leaves with his wallet, and then ladies, if he don't have nothing for you at the end of the day, then y'all gonna leave him, because y'all was focused on the money part of it. Y'all wasn't paying attention to the man's character or what you actually like about the man. Okay, if you can't give 10 things that you like about this man and why you are interested in him, then you probably shouldn't even be dating him. You're wasting his time, and you're wasting your own time. Okay, otherwise you're acting like a prostitute. If you want a man just because of his money, you're acting like a gold digger and a prostitute. That's all you're doing. And if you want a man to pay for your time, you need to tell him straight up, I'll have sex with you if you give me a certain amount of dollars. You need to just straight up tell that man and be transparent, because that's all you're doing. Okay, you just to get the time, get past all the let's fast forward the tape and just get to the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? If that's all you want from a man is just money, then tell that man, hey, if you do this for me, then I'll sleep with you. Or you need to tell this man what you want out of him. And if that man, if he's a simp, he'll go with it. A masculine man is not gonna do that though. He's not gonna be like, I'm gonna pay this and do that. You know, if he's a trick or if he's a simp, then yeah, he'll go ahead and be like, yeah, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? Or he will just go his own way, and you can find a man that is worthy of your time to trick on you and to simp for you. Okay, you cannot want to control the finances of a man that is on his purpose. And if you're with a man, you're not gonna, and he's strong, you're not gonna be able to control his finances. Okay, so if a man is doing something nice for you, that's out the kindness of his heart. Okay, and again, like I said, men with period tension still want to have sex. So just because he's doing that, he wants to still have sex, obviously, as well. All right. So let's go on to the next one. So let me finish this last part, and then we're done. Okay. And then we're gonna get into the videos. I call them rules because while girls are often rebellious during this stage, when it comes to setting their own standards regarding whom they will date, they still hear the negative implications of the above instructions and apply them whenever they choose. This kind of teaching means: one, test his feelings any way you can. Two, sex is the only motivation the black man has. Three, sex is a weapon used it to get what you want. Number four, you can't trust what he tells you. Number number five, he owes you something material or financial if you go out with him. Number seven, be promiscuous is a prerequisite to settling down. Okay, so all that stuff that single mothers or masculine women in a home that have a feminine man in the home while y'all together, none of that stuff should you should be telling your daughters. Okay, and men, y'all shouldn't be accepting any of that from the mother in the household. If you're the leader of the household, you should not be accepting any of that shit. All right, so let's move on to the next video here, guys. Let's move on to the next video. So this is the next video with Brittany Renner. All right, so we're gonna play this video.
My shit, I'm aware of what I got going on. I'm not gonna have a mom bod. I'm in the gym. I had a baby a year and a half ago.
So again, guys, baby mamas. I named off the baby mamas that are masculine. So if she's a baby mama, 9 times out of 10, she is masculine. And the man is not there at all. She's not co-parenting with the man or anything of that sort. That means she is masculine. So she's talking about going to the gym. Most of these women that go to the gym, they want attention from men. Okay, when I go to the gym, these women be bending over, doing all this type of stuff to get men's attention, my attention or some other man's attention. So all these women that want to do that, nah, they should be at home with their girlfriends or going somewhere where it's all women and they practicing yoga and exercising together. They should not be wanting to go in the gym with other men and wearing these skin type clothes so they can have men lust after them. A lot of them women don't even know what they doing in the gym anyway. So just saying. But let me get back to the video.
I'm in the gym 4 to 5 times a week. So I would want someone who can match at least the work ethic. Now, when it comes to money, I know for me, I want to be able to, I do not want to rely on a man. I have.
So she doesn't want to rely on a man because she's the boss chick. She's the boss chick, guys. So this is not the women that men typically want. The boss chick type prototypes like Brittany Renner. Yeah, she looks good. Yeah, we can have fun with her, but we don't want to be in no long-term relationship with her. Okay, we don't want long-term relationships with these type of women.
Literally done that before. It didn't pan out in my favor. Okay, because what happens is you get the rug ripped from under you, and then now you fucking get out, bitch. Give me the motherfucking keys. It is.
Any woman that is cussing while explaining something, she's masculine too, because ain't no way in hell if you exude feminine energy that you're cussing and doing all this type of stuff. You know, all that stuff. No. The demeanor, the mannerisms, and what comes out of her mouth, and most certainly and most importantly, her actions too.
That. So for me, the lifestyle I want, I am responsible for. So I don't look for a man to make X amount of dollars, because anything that I want, I'm gonna get myself. I pour into.
And that's also a woman confusing her sexual market for her marriage market value. Okay, so she don't have to want that. But men, this is what I'm gonna say. Put it like this: a man will date a woman that does not have anything, that works at Burger King. A man will do that. So your money don't really matter to us. What matters to us is if you're gonna be loyal, be peaceful, be feminine and nurturing and caring, because these are These are the type of women that we want, okay? So the money that you got, yeah, that sounds good, but we don't want women, we don't care about your money. We don't care about that. Some men do, not all men. Some men don't care about your money. I would say a lot of men don't care about money. Now, meanwhile, you speaking to a woman like her where she says, I don't care about a man's finances, I guarantee she would not date like a man would. She would not date a man that's working at Burger King. She will not date him. So for her to say I don't care about no man's money, she's lying. Cause a nurse, a dental assistant, a dental assistant, excuse me, a flight attendant, military woman, uh, all these different types of women, they're not going to date a Burger King or cat or a person that works at Burger King. A man that works at Burger King, she's not going to date him. She'll date a guy that just got out of jail before she dates a man that is that flips burgers at Burger King. She's not gonna date her dude, but she will not date the guy that is a fast food worker. I guarantee you she's not, because there are plenty of women like that. They will profiles, and they got a Facebook page of men in prison, and these women in the comment section is you know, like saying, hey daddy, hey, what's up, and all this type of stuff. Yeah, so I just wanted to say that. So excuse my internet, I don't know what's going on with that, but um those women are not gonna date no fast food working guys. They'll pick a guy that just got out of jail before they pick a guy that works at a fast food or a low minimum wage job. So don't let these women fool you. All right, these Brittany Renner prototypes and all that type of stuff. Now let's get into Love Dorsey. We're gonna watch a video with her, and we're gonna break her down and explain why she's a chameleon, you know, a baby mama, and she's masculine. Okay, so I want to, well, I want y'all to see. Y'all gonna tell me in the comment section, because I had a debate y'all seen recently with this guy who was debating me for against Crimson Cure versus versus Love Dorsey, and who has the better talking points and who's better as far as being a feminine woman and all that good stuff. Okay, it's not even close in my humble opinion, but we're gonna examine a video from Love Dorsey, and we're gonna examine a video from Crimson Cure. Okay, and then I will also lay out the feminine women talking points, the 3 points that I said I was going to mention. So let's go back to the masculine again. So number one is that this is one point that makes women masculine. Women that get their sexual market value confused with their marriage market value. Number two, the open marriage and polyandry prototypes. And number three, single mothers that promote masculinity to their daughters. Okay, or it can be a man that's in the home and they still promote this. All right, so that is what the masculine. Those are masculine women. All right, so before we get into the femininity, the 3 points of femininity, let's play Love Dorsey really quick. So I'm going to show this. This is Love Dorsey, and she's talking about different women bring out different versions in men.
Different women could deal with the same man and get a different version of him, right? And this is important because I need y'all to understand it is a fact, right? A lot of y'all, you have a trash inner as a female. So you attract trash and you bring out trash out of the dudes that you deal with. These same dudes can go on and be with a different woman that has different shit going on, something different. Men will tell you this, that the right woman in the right season of their life has brought out things in them that they baby mama or they exes or females they used to deal with could never bring out of them. It's not because she made him. It's not because she forced him, right? This is something that's organic. It has to.
Keep in mind, man, she's speaking from her experience because she is a baby mama. You know what I'm saying? In this video, she's exuding masculinity too. All right. You're going to see it. She's going to be cussing. Look at the nails. You can see how she's a Cardi B prototype, but talks a good game. Okay. She's not saying anything that the manosphere has not already had said. Okay.
To do with what's going on in your inner. A lot of y'all don't want to hear this. But this is why a lot of y'all, you try it with your baby daddy or your ex, and the nigga just wouldn't do right. And when you looked up, he was somebody else, and now he doing right. In all the ways that you needed him to do right. But the shit going on in your inner, the stuff that you don't understand about the true essence of a woman brought up.
And keep in mind, guys, I've already laid this out too. When I talked about the misconceptions of femininity on my Instagram page, I've already laid this out, and many men before her have already laid this out. So for her to say this, it's the man's talking point or the red pill. I don't consider myself red pill or manosphere. I don't want to say red pill, blue pill, any of these type of pills because I'm not the type of person to overdose on pills. I prefer herbs preferably in when I'm talking, okay? Because I look at it like this. If it makes sense to my own reason and my own logic and my own common sense, then I go with it. All right. So I don't do no red pill, black pill, pink pill, none of those pills. I'm not trying to overdose. All right. If y'all want to listen to those guys, go ahead. All right. But she's saying a lot. All this stuff she's saying so far, like I said, is from a man's point of view. We've already been saying this. And a lot of the stuff she's saying too is from her experience with men. Okay. Because she's a baby mama. She's not married. All right, so let's keep listening to her.
Now, every bit of the bullshit in him that his mama implanted while raising him solo. Just breathe. Because I know some of y'all, you get offended. I told you in the beginning of this, I ain't actually.
And Sister Shiraza Ali has also said this too. But the difference between her and Sister Shiraza Ali is Sister Shiraza Ali is actually a feminine woman. She's a masculine woman, and she's a chameleon. That's the difference. All right. Sister Shiraza Ali has been married. Okay. All right. And she has not been married. Rumor has it that she's turned down a proposal from a boyfriend. Okay. So come on, make it make sense. And we're listening to a woman getting advice from this type of woman that exudes masculinity. All right. But let's keep listening to her.
Has to come on here. And yes, I'm going to go deeper. And yes, there is a Zoom to help you hoes at 6 p.m. You can text the number in my bio. I'm going to say this shit again. A lot of y'all, it is facts, and you don't want to accept it, right? But when we looking at who and what we're dating right now, who we're having babies with, who we're in relationships with, who we're trying to socialize with in regards to females to males, y'all don't realize a lot of y'all have in y'all the same bullshit mentality a nigga mama had in him. So every bit of the fuck shit that his mother taught him, you're bringing that out, right?
And then keep in mind, she's coming out single mothers. This still goes back to single mothers raising single boys and single daughters. So we've already pointed this out. Mr. Let It Go, Tommy Sotomayor, Minister Jab, we've already said these things. But she's saying it. She's a woman and she's masculine. But we've already been saying this. Y'all ain't been wanting to listen to us. Y'all want to listen to this type of woman because she looks good. A lot of the men are gravitating towards her because she looks good. She looks like that hood rat chick. She's the Remy Ma prototype. She's the Cardi B prototype. The weed, the long nails, cussing, loud. Y'all want to listen to her, but y'all don't want to listen to no gentleman or no guy. Kevin Samuels been saying this stuff. So a lot of this stuff we've already been saying as men. So it's all on these single moms. The rate we've all been a product of it. Some of us, we can't say we've been a product of single mothers. We can say we have been a product of co-parenting, but the mothers have been in our lives for the most part. Okay, because I actually was co-parent because my dad was in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, but just going back to this video, yeah, a great majority of us, including both men and women, have been a product of single mothers. And this is what she's talking about that we have already been talking about.
You didn't cause it, right? You didn't put it there, but every bit of your character, right? The type of female you are, the mindset that you have, it's drawing that shit the fuck out. The things that are going on within you are attracting what the fuck you're entertaining. Everybody clear on that part before I go any deeper. You don't gotta like it, but it's true. There are some of us as women, we bring out the better in men. There are some of us as women, y'all bring out the worst. The same shit is in these niggas when I dealt with them and when you dealt with them. The shit that came up out of them consistently with you, it's not the same shit coming up out of them consistently dealing with me.
You hear that? You hear what she's saying? Because she's speaking from her experience. She knows she's masculine. She's still masculine. You get what I'm saying? The same type of stuff that because like I said on the misconceptions of femininity, it's first the inner, then the outer. A lot of y'all women want to say first the outer, then the inner. If the man's right, then I'll be all right. You know, no, you have to have yourself together. And quite frankly, I want to say this too. Before I ain't gonna jump the gun. I'll wait till I get to the feminine women points and I'll lay those out and then I'll explain that. But it's always first the inner, then the outer. Okay, never first the outer, then the inner. All right, that's like flipping a pyramid on its head and expecting it to stay erect and tall. Okay, no, the pyramid needs a foundation. A solid foundation. You can't turn the pyramid on its head and expect it to balance itself out. You're defeating the laws of you're going against the laws of gravity. All right.
I get that you don't like what I'm saying, but it is a fact. Everybody understand that? I gave the trigger warning already. Y'all know I give no fucks.
You hear her cussing?
Females or you niggas. A lot of you niggas, you've been raised by a single mother. There are things in you that are bitch made, hoe embedded, female driven. And I know y'all will get on here and defend y'all mother to the end. Trust me, I understand it for our culture. Bro, you still got hoe in you, regardless of how bad you want to punch me about saying something about your mom. You need men around. You need male role models. You need...
Men have already been saying this. Kevin Samuels have already been saying this. Everybody, she's not saying anything that men have not said.
That dynamic, like I've explained before, where you have men older than you, males younger than you, and men in your age category that you have healthy social relationships with to become a well-rounded man in regards to resources, getting to know you, and getting to know how to operate as a man in this world. You niggas could feel some type of way, but all of y'all got some shit in y'all that if you didn't see about yourself, right, it's in them. And fucking around with the wrong bitch in the right season of your life, it'll bring out all that whole shit. You'll be around here fighting with hoes, arguing with bitches, talking like a female, in your feelings like a female, can't be logical like a female, worrying about shit that hoes supposed to worry about, out of touch with what you're supposed to be doing for yourself as a man, not for a bitch.
And keep in mind, she talking about hoes and bitches and all that. Men don't want none of that. I mean, that can be fun for recreational purposes, though we want actual women, feminine women. She can't even talk appropriately in the video to get her message across. And she expect people to follow. Well, she do have a lot of people following. She got over 4,000 likes and stuff, and 200 something comments in the comment section. So some gullible people like that. But just because you got a following too doesn't mean that what you're saying is righteous in intent. I see this as a grifter and her being a chameleon. That's all I see from this video. And talking points that we've already have laid out.
Wrong type of bitch bring that up out of you. Y'all understand what I'm explaining?
And then look at her shirt. She got a shirt on that says "Being that bitch." She got a shirt that says "Being that bitch."
I'm gonna need you to use your ears. I didn't say all. I'm speaking to the ones that this apply. For those of y'all that's extra sensitive, if I say something that doesn't apply to you, you don't have to comment and make it known to me that it doesn't apply to you. I ain't fucking talking to you. At this point, you click the fuck off.
Look at her act. You hear her, guys, acting masculine? This is masculine women right here that want respect and protection from men. But she's talking like this. She ain't got no ounce of act like a lady in her body, be classy like a lady in her body. She acts like a lady or pretends to act like a lady, but thinks like a man. This is the product of the Steve Harvey book that you see in front of you right now. That's the product right there.
Everybody on the same page. A lot of y'all as women, as mothers, you got to get a grip on yourself. You got to realize the type of shit I'm going through in relationships, the stuff that niggas do to me, the shit I stick around for, the things that I tolerate. It has to do with what's going on in my inner. What I entertain is a reflection of what I'm attracted to, regardless of what I say verbally. Y'all understand that? I don't give a damn what you say. If I added you to this live, if you were raised by a single woman, a female, and your father was not around, and your mother never got you around male role models, you got this shit in you. You feel how you want to feel. If you didn't have no solid role models that were male, that were consistently a part of your upbringing and that your mother allowed to have influence over you, you got some hoe in you. I don't give a fuck what you say. And I will cuss your ass out on here like I do every other bitch, every other day.
You hear that? See, she acting all masculine, talking about she gonna cuss you out. Come on, man. Women don't do that. Like, feminine women don't do that. They don't need to do that. She wants to exert dominance, that woman king energy.
I won't let you play with me on the facts. If you went to a therapy session, if you sat down with a psychiatrist or a psychiatrist, it's in there, my nigga. You ain't got to want it to be in there, but it's in there. It is a fact. I don't care that you got 5 uncles. Did you hear what I said? It's a lot of bitches and a lot of niggas with uncles and cousins and all of that. I said influence, right? It's a big difference. Let me raise you on here, right? There are a lot of single mothers that have baby daddies that want to be involved in the kid's life. There are a lot of single mothers that have brothers and uncles and their own father that wants to be involved in the kid's life. They have them. They're part of the family, right? You ain't debating with me. I'm schooling you. They have them around. It has to be a situation where that mother allows these men to influence the child. I'm not saying that that's not your situation. I'm saying unless that is the situation, you got that shit in you. So you arguing with yourself right now. Because, of course, I don't know you personally. So I don't know if you did or you didn't. I'm laying the facts out. You take what apply and what don't. Let it fly. You don't like how I'm talking? Get your bitch ass the fuck up off of here. The fact that you're going back and forth with me on this as a man, you want to. So now, when I say influence, what I mean is there are a lot of single mothers. They don't allow nobody to tell them nothing about their parenting. They don't allow nobody, nigga.
And she's one of them. She's one of them. She acting like she's different. You can see that she can't have a constructive conversation with somebody else that have a different opinion than her. She don't have emotional maturity. She's arguing with people in a what's her name. She's arguing with people in the live rather than just focus on getting the message out.
Or bitch to influence them in regards to their child. There are a lot of single mothers that they only take advice and direction from women. So they're raising their sons. They're raising the children that they're raising with the idea that only a woman is important.
And then also I want to say this too. When you got when some of these fellas, they've been raised by masculine women, a lot of these sons turn gay for that reason, because the mom was so masculine, it feminized the boy so much that he has become gay. So these women are very dangerous. These single moms like this that act like this and act like Brittany Renner, they are very dangerous because they will turn their sons gay, and they will probably even encourage that. You get what I'm saying? If you super masculine as a woman and you raising a boy, no, that's not what you supposed. That's not how it's supposed to be done. You're supposed to be given that you're supposed to have first of all, you're supposed to have a son by a noteworthy man. And let's first, because you may have a man that you had the baby by, but he's nowhere to be found. But if you happen to have a good man and y'all not together no more, you should have that boy should be with his father later on, and like you can raise him the first couple of years 1 through 5, but allow the man to be in the child's life, especially during the times after 1 through 5. Okay, it's really you just want to be married, but if push comes to shove, if you got a co-parent, the man should have the boy later in his after 5 years old. He should have more time with that son to show him how to become a man. But y'all won't do that because y'all want a baby. Y'all want to have these son husbands, and y'all want to effeminize these boys and give him everything. Y'all want to treat the son like he is your husband. All right. Or y'all want to effeminize him and break him down and say he don't look because he looks like the dad so much. I want to treat that boy bad. So that's not the way to raise these sons that y'all have. Okay, that's not how y'all raise them. Give him to his daddy, because statistically speaking, we know single fathers or fathers that don't have the mother in the home are better at raising sons or daughters, regardless because that's what it says statistically speaking. So it's 2-parent household first, single dad second, then and then single mothers last. But there are so many single mothers out here, and they think they the best parents in the world. No, you're not the best parents in the world. Give it up to the dad. Give it up to the dad, or you need to get back with that dad, because there was nothing wrong with him, and you just chose to leave him because you thought the grass was greener on the other side. Give him back to the dad, or give her back to the dad, or get back with that man, because he's a good father, and he's a good man, and you want to just act like with all these different type of men because you got the Queen Nzinga energy. This ain't no woman king. We don't got no time for woman kings. We don't have no time for those. If you're a woman king, you might as well just stay by yourself or go get you a woman. And y'all always talking about y'all, we can't handle y'all. Yeah, we don't want to handle y'all. No woman should be handled. Okay, we should not be wanting to handle no woman, fellas. That's not our job to handle you. You're supposed to already be a suitable candidate. You're a grown woman.
Important enough to show you how to do this thing called life. Y'all understand what I'm explaining? Don't play with me on this motherfucker today. Everybody understand what I'm, because these are facts. You argue with this, you're a little slow. It's definitely nothing like a biological father. You're 100% correct. Anybody not understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about those of you guys that are triggered. I'm not on here to be a nice person. I'm on here to tell your ass the motherfucking truth. Anybody not get what I'm saying about influence? Because a lot of y'all been around a lot of men in your upbringing. They weren't able to influence just a lot of y'all right now. You're raising children, and you don't let your baby daddy have no real influence over those children. It's a lot of y'all, you got...
And that's what Sister Shiraza Ali was saying in her book. You can have a 2-parent household, but the woman is heavily influencing the daughter to be a thought or to be promiscuous or to be a boss chick, like her mother did. Like this woman's mother taught her. That's how she is. She ain't never been married before. She's a baby mama. And she taking all of the men's talking points and trying to garner male attention. Because she's that boss chick. That's her.
Men around, your granddaddy, your daddy, your uncles, they a part of the kid's life, but they ain't allowed to have no real influence over them. The reason why I stand firm on the stuff I be saying is because, just like somebody just commented, if I go get anybody that is well educated in these areas that I bring up, if I go get anybody that consistently deals with the youth, if I go get anybody that deals in social science, if I go get every bit of what I'm saying, they're going to tell you it is a fact. Only those of y'all that's triggered by what I'm saying, or you don't like that it makes you feel some type of way on the inside to hear these kind of truths that your mama or your daddy didn't tell you. Only y'all have a problem with this shit in regards to receiving it as truth. So now back to what I was originally saying. There are a lot of us that we don't realize we're so far from being nurturing as a woman. We're so far from being feminine as a female. We're so far from being what will bring out the best parts of a man, what will lay down the law. Now I want y'all to really listen to what I'm saying. We're so far from being that entity that will lay down the law without laying down the law aggressively. We're so far from that that every bit of what we get out of a nigga is some whole shit or some bitch ass shit.
This applies to her.
Anybody not understand that part? As a woman, you have to nurture your femininity. As a woman, you have to check yourself on, am I nurturing? As a woman, you have to check yourself on, am I pleasant? And I'm telling y'all this for a reason, right? A lot of y'all think when I get on here and talk like this, oh, she, making it all about the women and the men, no accountability. No, I'm trying to teach you how to attract better. Because when you have these things going on with yourself, it's a lot of shit won't even come on your plate. It won't come into your life. It's a lot of shit you won't stick around for. You're not going to hear it. You're not going to entertain it. Y'all understand what I'm explaining? When y'all understand the essence of, being in your femininity, being nurturing, understanding the real reality of what a woman is, not this new age shit we done created based on being programmed by the internet and fucking generationally cursed by the shit that was going on in the late 60s, early 70s. When you really understand, you will realize everything that I am has everything to do with what I'm receiving from the partner that I choose. Every bit of the type of men that come my way, the type of lies they do and don't tell me, the type of shit they decide to bring into my life, the things that they do around me, the energy that it has everything to do with what's happening with me as a woman. What you say, you taught me more than my mother has. I appreciate you saying that, and that is true for a lot, although they would not admit it. There are a lot of y'all, you don't understand why you're not pleasant. You don't understand what's going on behind your psyche as to why with your children you allow no real help or influence from males in your life. You don't understand why you have the warped perception you have about genders and what's happening in the world and how to set your life up in a healthy space. This is why it's hard for y'all to accept when I say there are those of us as women, we bring out the best in the men that we deal with. And then there are those of y'all that you bring out the worst in a nigga. And this is why you keep getting the type of niggas that you get. This is why you keep getting the type of treatment that has everything to do with what type of woman you are.
So that's what I was talking about. When it comes to those type of women, men should not be taking no advice from them. But I want to hear what y'all got to say in the comment section as well. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to, come to your own conclusion. Don't assume that I'm right, and I'm not assuming that I'm right either. So just do that. Now, I want to, before I play this video with Crimson Cure, I'm going to lay out the 3 points of why or that make women feminine. Okay, I know there are other points, but these are points that I've seen based off of my own reasoning, wisdom, and understanding from women that I've learned from. Okay, so number 1, like I said on the misconceptions of femininity on my Instagram, go check that out on my Instagram page. All right, her femininity isn't conditional or performative. Okay, if a woman, it has specific terms like this. This is the common term that I said in the misconception of when she comes with terms and conditions like this. Well, if you eliminate my masculine responsibilities, then I will release my feminine energy. When they say stuff like that, that means that her femininity is conditional. And it also means to you as a man, once you stop doing those masculine responsibilities that she has in her mind that is meant for you to do, then she's going to stop being feminine. Then you're going to see the worst side of her come out because you're not fulfilling that. All right. And that also means she is actress at best. She's put on a performance of being feminine. Okay, she's just exuding. She knows how to dress a certain way. She knows how to speak to you in a specific tone, but in reality, her actions are still masculine. Okay, she still knows how to do. She knows how to cater to you in the ways that you like. Okay, she understands. So a real woman that is feminine, she understands that it's first the inner and then the outer. Okay, and she doesn't make excuses towards you or any other man when it comes to being a feminine woman. All right, she doesn't make any type of excuses. She just acts like a feminine woman. There's no hidden agendas. There's no clandestine destined agenda. There's no secrecy. She's not trying to dangle the carrot out and then yank it out before you. Okay, she's not doing no Charlie Brown, hold the football there, and then when you try to come and kick the football, then you slip and fall on your butt. She doesn't do that. All right. So that's the type of woman that's not, or that is feminine, when she is actually exuding femininity, and it's not conditional and it's not performative. So when she shows her essence of her femininity by not exuding that. Okay, no conditional femininity, and there's no performative femininity. All right. Number two is that she gives you respect. Okay, when she gives you respect, this woman is emotionally mature, and to talk about problems. When problems come up, she don't act like a little girl. She don't act like she throws a temper tantrum. She don't start acting really crazy and wild. She's emotionally mature enough to talk to you even when the conversations are uncomfortable. When the conversations becomes uncomfortable for her, she still knows how to regulate her emotions. All right. A lot of times be like men will say that women are emotional. They are emotional. This is true. But a feminine woman still know how to conduct herself. All right. She's not gonna just be angry and just doing all type of stuff where her emotions are out of whack. Okay. If her emotions are out of whack, that means her pH is out of whack too. All right. So she's not gonna do that. She's gonna be emotionally mature. All right. And she doesn't dwell on the issues. She works with you to go through the necessary steps to create a solution for whatever problems that come up in the relationship. All right. Therefore, she doesn't hold any grudges towards you. And she cooks and cleans and doesn't withhold sex from you. All right. So these type of women you should want to have around, the one that respects you. So if she respects you, that means she's a feminine woman. All right. If she respects any man that walks in a room, she's a feminine woman. She doesn't feel threatened by other men because they're men. She doesn't just label you a toxic masculine man because you are a man. All right. Number three is that she brings you peace and healing energy. Okay, you will hear a lot of women out there say, it's not my responsibility to heal a man. A man goes through a lot of stuff out here in the world, especially black men, racism, people talking down on him and all this type of stuff, and he has to save his face. So when you come home, she can sense that because she has good intuition. She brings forth peace. That goes back to cooking and cleaning for you. She's making the house a home for you. All right. She's bringing that healing and peaceful energy, not no conditional, not no performative energy, feminine energy. We're not talking about those women, because those same women can do that too. So you got to be able to vet a woman for real to understand if she's really being feminine with you. All right. Or if she's just putting on the show. All right. Because the truth will come out later anyway. The truth always comes to the light. So a lot of women say it's not their job to heal men. Yes, it is your job to heal men, because that's your feminine nature, to heal and be nurturing and to take on caretaking energy. So it is your job to heal men. So y'all to say who hurt you and stuff like that, y'all should be saying I can help you, instead of saying asking these bad faith questions, who hurt you, and you're not trying to actually exude no solution or tell me a solution to bring forth the positive energy in me so I can be the best man or best version of myself. Shows me that you are a masculine woman and you are part of the problem, because you should be wanting to heal a man, not talk down to a man and ask him bad faith questions, who hurt you, only to not help him. You're not trying to help a man when you say who hurt him. You're only doing that to try to make fun of him and to talk and to speak in a condescending way. You're not trying to help that man. You're just saying stuff. All right. You're coming out of bad faith. All right. And so going back to the essence of feminine women, y'all have nurturing spirits and caretaking energies that resonate in y'all soul and y'all spirit. Okay. And so you want to avoid any female that is the opposite of what I was saying there. You want to avoid them, because when the world, like I said, gives the man hell, this woman gives that mothering energy out to bring forth peace in the home. All right. So that is what feminine women do. They don't focus on the negative stuff, and even if y'all do have problems, she still is mature enough to have a conversation with you rather than argue, scream, and yell at you. All right. If she has a problem with something, she will let you know. It ain't nothing wrong with her disagreeing with you, but most of the time she should be an agreeable woman with you. All right. She should listen to you. But if she has something on her mental, she comes to you in a respectful way, and she knows how to be emotionally mature about the situation. All right. So that is, to me, from what I've seen and what I've heard from other women and what I've also learned through knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, that's what I get when I see a feminine woman, is those traits. Again, let's lay them out again. The first one is her femininity isn't conditional or performative. The second one is that she gives you respect. And the third one is that she brings peace to you and healing energy. All right. So those are the measures. Now, having said that, I want to play this Crimson Cure video so y'all can look at this video for yourself and see who is actually more of nurturing, mothering, and healing when they're speaking to men and women, or if they just speaking to the men, or if they just speaking to women. Okay. Between Love Dorsey and Crimson Cure, y'all put in the comment section who y'all think exudes, more feminine nature. All right. So let me play this video for y'all, and then y'all can and then we're gonna break it down, and then we'll be finished. All right.
To touch on this was on I found this on my Twitter timeline the other day, and I saved and made a post about it. Now, this clip that we're going to see is something from 2006, as you can see the year right there. And this is on Jay-Z's birthday. And this is a recording of how Beyonce is talking to him and about him. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this clip, and then we're going to cook all you little high-level hyenas that think y'all too good to do this. Your Queen Bee don't think she too good. What happened? Anyways, let's go ahead and run this. This is nothing compared to what you do. And not only me, but everybody here. You taught me so many things. I was 20 years old when we first started. You taught me how to be a woman. You taught me how to live. You taught me how to be a friend.
Now, to be fair, Beyonce can be saying all of that good stuff, but in her message, she does contradict herself. And also, I want to say too that a man is not capable of teaching a woman how to be a woman. However, he can bring out the best version of you if he's treating you with respect and stuff like that and doing all the things that a man should do for his woman. Now he can, and maybe that's what she met, but a man cannot teach a woman how to be a woman. He is not in a state of womanhood. So therefore, it's asinine to say that he made me even though she's trying to be nice to him for his birthday, it's not it's not in a man's nature or character to teach or to teach you how to be a woman. All right. Maybe that's what she met. Maybe she used she had a bad way of wording it, but a man cannot teach a woman how to be a woman. He's in a state of manhood, and vice versa. A woman cannot teach a man to be a man because she's in the state of womanhood. All right. Now a woman can teach man to have good manners and to be a good person, and the same can apply to the man teaching his daughter or somebody. A man can teach a daughter how to be a classy person or to be nice and to be kind. He can teach those principles, instill values upon a younger sibling or daughter or whatever, but it is not, a man can't teach a woman that, though. A woman can't teach them how to be women and vice versa. A woman can't teach a man how to be a man. All right.
You've given me so much in life, and this is not enough. It's not enough I can give you. I just want you to be happy. And every year, I'm even more in love with you. And I want to spend every day of my life with you. Happy birthday. And I thank God for you today. It's not. Did you hear her? Her voice was wiggly and everything. This is how you talk to your husband. This is a woman.
And keep in mind, Kristen Cure has been married before 20 some years, 15 to 20 some years. She's been married, so she actually has that experience in marriage in comparison to Love Dorsey, who is a baby mama.
Who had already had success in her profession.
And you wanna listen to somebody that has been there and done that. Crimson Cure is a widow. I was told that she's getting married to somebody else now, or she's married now again or something. She may have remarried, but I don't know that. But I do know that she was married. So we're listening to a woman that has the actual experience. She didn't divorce her husband, or she didn't turn down a marriage from a man. Unlike Love Dorsey, who's a baby mama.
This is 2006 Beyonce. She had already had financial and musical success. Okay. This was the album.
We're gonna skip that commercial. Hold on, y'all.
Birthday. Okay. This was the year that her B-Day album dropped, right? Deja Vu was on that album. Irreplaceable, which is interesting, was on that album. Beautiful Liar was on that album. Okay. So she had already had, this was prime Beyonce. This is prime Beyonce we looking at right here. All right? This is her at almost the height, right? It only gets a little bit better, right? And she's talking to Jay-Z. And did you hear what she said? You taught me how to be a woman. You taught me how to be a friend. You taught me how to live. You taught me. And I thank you and I thank God for you. I love you more and more each day. Y'all hyenas ain't finna tell no man that. And before you tell me that you ain't with Jay-Z, you're not Beyonce, are you? Are you? You're not her. So I don't want to hear about how the men are not Jay-Z. You're not her. You won't tell the man that you married to and lay up with every night and have kids for. You won't tell him that. You won't tell him. You won't dare tell him stuff like, I want you to be happy. Because you don't be wanting them to be happy. You loathe when men are happy. Particularly when the man you're with is happy. You wouldn't dare tell a man that he taught you how to live and he taught you how to be a woman, even if he did. Y'all deny when the men have come into your life and bettered y'all life and bettered you as an individual. You deny that. You don't like to give credit where the credit is due. When these men come into your life and make things easier for you, or they make things better for you, or they teach you something that you didn't know that would improve your life and that would improve your circumstances, you don't even so much as say thank you to the men and act as if you were grateful to them for what they do, because a lot of times men like that give you something you can use for a lifetime. Give you a lesson that you take with you through the years, that you benefit from repeatedly. This y'all Queen B, ain't it? This Queen B, is it not? She don't live them lyrics. She told y'all it was irreplaceable on that B-Day album in 2006. That you're irreplaceable. Jay-Z is not irreplaceable in her mind. Do you understand that?
So y'all should stop worshiping celebrities, ladies, and worry about your own relationship goals. Stop trying to act like y'all want the Beyonce and Jay-Z type relationship when this woman makes way more money than y'all. He make way more money than the average guy. But if y'all really want that type of relationship, why don't y'all get with guys that's on y'all level? Why does he have to have more money than y'all? If you really like a man and you're into a man, why are you ashamed to bring him around your friends? Dr. Grace Cornish says that she was giving this black woman a consultation, and he worked a certain type of job, and she was in a professional field, and she was talking about this in her book called the 10 Choices That Ruin Black Women's Lives. And this is not, I know I'm using this book to talk about black women, but we're talking about women across the board of all races. This woman was such ashamed of the guy that she wanted to that she actually liked. She did not want to bring that man around her friends in a fear of judgment, harsh criticism of or not harsh criticism, but harsh judgment on the type of man that she liked. Y'all listen to y'all friends more than y'all listen to y'all heart. If you fucking like the man, it don't matter what profession he is. If he treats you well and he respects you, what is wrong with that man? He has good character and you see something that you like in him, why not give him a chance? If he's being ambitious, if he's a good person, if he's a solid dude, you know what I'm saying? Why not? Y'all rather do these jailbirds, download bisexual men, the man that puts on the facade. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fall victim to that. And she also points out those men in her book too. The men that the ladies that these that choose to sleep with the men that talks about a certain thing and he really don't have a dime. He wears a certain attire, or he'll flash some keys like he's driving this type of car and really he ain't driving that type of car. That's why you should be judging a man by the content of his character, because men are out here playing the game better than you. He acting like he's doing this and doing that, and he'll tell you he have a certain type of job and he really don't have that job, and you still go for that man versus the man that's honest with you and being upfront with you. And then that's how your heart get broken. And this is from Dr. Grace Cornish. This ain't me saying this. This is a PhD black woman telling y'all this. Since y'all don't want to listen to black men, this is a PhD black woman saying this. That y'all want to play these games, these financial games. Oh, he got to have a certain type of money. He got to be this height. He got to be that. If you need to be following your intuition, tap into your feminine energy to get a feel for these real men that y'all really want, instead of listening to the ideal man or looking up to these celebrities and saying, oh, that's the type of man I want. No, you get the man that is supposed to be with you, and that man be in front of y'all face, and y'all still don't want to give that man the time of the day. Only after y'all been out in the streets for so long, or been walking on the sidewalk, been hanging on the side of the street, going back and forth between getting on the sidewalk and getting in the street, because y'all got 304 tendencies, y'all want to then, after y'all been used up, go back to the man that really liked y'all. That's not how it works. Men are waking up to that. Y'all want men to accept y'all body counts and all this. No, because when the man was trying to talk to you, you wouldn't give him the time of the day. But you would give you will give all these other guys the time of the day, but you won't give him the time of the day because you have this, like I said, you're embarrassed by him. You don't think he's the ideal man for you. He doesn't do this. He doesn't have enough money, or he doesn't have a car. Or he doesn't have this. Like, if the man is striving and doing the best he can, there's nothing wrong with that man. If he's a 9-to-5 hardworking man, there's nothing wrong with him. Y'all just want to y'all avoid him like the Black Plague, when y'all really should be avoiding that nigga that's putting on a facade like the Black Plague, or the dude that just got out of jail that likes booty. Y'all should be avoiding them guys like the Black Plague. But y'all like those guys that like booty though, because that's what society promotes. Y'all need to get with the jailbird guys, or y'all need to get with the guys that's down low or bisexual, because he'll give you everything you want. Only at the end to play you at the end of the day, because you thought he was taking you seriously, but he had other girls he was messing with too. He sold you a dream, and now you're heartbroken because you got sold on that dream, and he end up leaving you. He ditches you. So that's the man that y'all want, versus sticking by that one man that's gonna be good to you.
She told you to the left, to the left. Tell your man to go to the left. She didn't tell her to go no dang on where. She's somewhere professing how much she love and care for her man. Got you somewhere cussing yours out and he ain't even did nothing. Got you somewhere talking about how you gonna leave and how he better not do this and better not do that, and you out of here and blah, 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 blah. Or you make so much money so he can't tell you nothing, and you independent because you make money. You don't make as much money as Beyonce. And this is not even her at the height of the money that she gonna make. But y'all not scratching her tax bracket even here in 2006 at all, at all. You're not as pretty. You don't tell me 2006 Beyonce couldn't have got whatever man she wanted? Yes, she could have. She had no kids or nothing.
Hold on, guys. Commercial again.
And she hadn't been out here just making a fool out of herself neither. As to where a man would want to be seen with her or would want to deal with her. She don't live these lyrics. Y'all are living the lyrics. To your very detriment. So don't take this video as me big up at her. I just wanted to point out the hypocrisy of both her and the sisterhood. Because this woman's life that she living with that man is a completely on the other end of the spectrum with the stuff that she sing about, that y'all repeat them lyrics like a mantra. And you didn't try to live by them. And then so you ain't got no man, she do. You ain't got no money, she do. Your man ain't got no money either, hers do. That's not luck or chance. She's not living that. That's for you to consume. And you've consumed it. Now you think you better than her. And you not. You're really not. I promise you, you're not. In y'all estimation, she's better than you. Say it from the things that y'all value and the things that make women valuable. From y'all perspective, Beyonce better than you. And if a woman that's better than you can tell her man that, why come you can't tell your man that? Why come you can't cater to your man? Why come you can't love yours? She love hers. She ain't letting it get too big in her head that she Beyonce and this, that, and the third, that she can't say that and humble herself to say that to that man. You won't humble yourself at all. And you make minimum wage, ma'am. Since y'all think money do it for you, and money is the be-all, end-all of a person's value, particularly yours. Y'all think if y'all make a certain kind of money, you shouldn't have to talk to a man like that and love on him or speak to him with gratitude and appreciation. Y'all man birthday come around, you won't even give him a card. You look at him like, what? You will forget. Girl, bye. They don't live these lyrics. And I'm pointing out Beyonce because of her international status. You got people, women of all walks of life that live this woman's lyrics, and she don't. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonite.
So, I'm going to let y'all decide. Y'all tell me in the comment section who was more feminine, Love Dorsey or the Crimson Cure. Who would y'all rather listen to? And y'all can go subscribe to their channel, the Crimson Cure. You can go subscribe to her channel. I don't know if this is actually Love Dorsey's page, because I don't really get on her I don't get on her YouTube like that, but it says Reflection. So you can go, it looks like she does have videos up. I don't know if it's her page or not, but I got that from the video or from the channel called Reflection. So y'all can go check that channel out and y'all can make those comparisons on your own merit. I'm not asking y'all to agree with me. You know what I'm saying? If it makes sense to your own common sense and reasoning, then go with that. But having said that, I really do appreciate y'all for tuning in from the bottom of my heart. I just wanted to get on here and lay out that groundwork, and hopefully y'all got something from this video. Peace until next time.